Alright, third time making this because I keep losing my shit. So, I have to make this now because an individual that's still running the PXT wrestling account because he doesn't know how to change the name. See, that's a shot. Decided to do some comments. Now, here's the thing though. Quick disclaimer, I'm the one that did all this first because he tried to spin the whole thing as me full on blocking him so then he can't watch his characters perform or whatever. He was banned as it is, and I already knew he was going to cause what he just did now. So that's why he was banned from that chat. So that's what happened there. Now, we're going to go into like everything he said, and it's going to be dissected. So we're going to start from here. I'm talking about all your... Actually, I guess he went from up here. Or how much is this? Okay. No, because that's the latest one. So I'm assuming it's one of these two first. So let's go into it. Talk about 3 years of bullshit. I dealt with racism when I first got there. There was one comment said by a child at the time. The individual is older now. There was one comment said by a child. It was talked about. It was handled. He accepted the apology. We conducted it in a timely manner. It was handled. So now again, proving my point, you are not a man of your word because now you are saying we never did anything. When we did. We did everything. And you accepted it still. So let's not get it twisted here. Like you really like doing. Basically for the like weird ass names for my characters. Big Dick Bobby. This was never a name, it was a nickname. It was like Austin 316. We never made it sexual. We said, if anything, when he goes to the restroom, when he goes to take a piss, that's it. You, sir, were the one that made it sexual when you, sir, decided to have him jump on a character and say, I'm coming for that ass. You did that. I never asked for it because even after that whole thing, I told you I do not want this character to be like that. He is a badass, not something sexual. That is something you did, which again proves the point you failed your characters, which I came up with. Yes, I came up with the whole BDB thing to where it's when he's taking a piss to where like he has big dick energy. He's a badass. That's the whole point. You took it into a weird fucking sex shit. I don't know why you did, but you did. So, hate stalk, what's this? I have never stalked you. See what you do, or anything like that. This was in people that's viewed my profile, because he shows mine that I viewed his profile. I checked his profile to see if this was him. And just to prove to everybody that it was him. Oh shit, I think I lost it. No. It's okay, we have history for a reason. Yeah. Smooth Marino. Same logo. And even more proof of this would actually be his character, Alicia Sampson, CSE. You've been stalking. And then not just that, more proof. This is on Instagram back when I was like, what? Fuck. 18? 19? I don't even know. Point is, though, it proves my point that you've been stalking. So, I never stalked you. See what you do is block people from your stream. If you never stalked me, why'd you go to my Instagram? Why'd you go to my TikTok? Why have you been trying to get on the Twitch channel to talk on our thing to where you make another account? Yes, you made another account. YouTube, you still comment on the videos. We have proof of those comments, actually. Hold on, give me a second. Because we can see the comments. Gotta change the intro, bud. You've been cyberbullying, bud. You've been stalking, bud. Get over it. You got fired. So to say that you haven't been doing that, you've been doing that. I told you I wanted my characters off before Rush. No, you actually never did. I told you what was going to happen because I say when the contract ends. I am not going to steal everyone's enjoyment from the show and ruin the show because you fucked up. This isn't the whole thing of like, oh, da 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 da. No, we already promoted that Kirisu was going to fight Alexia Jimenez. We already promoted Rachel Jenkins was going to defend the Queen of the Ring title. We promoted all these matches with your characters. And I am not going to steal that because you fucked up. Now, another thing I'm going to make clear. I did not, nor shape or form, did anything to his characters to have them lose. His characters lost on their own free will. In all honesty, I was surprised the Cholos won. Yeah, the Los Guerreros, I thought they were going to lose. I thought his characters were that good to where they would beat my joke characters, which I'm trying to make joke characters again. Smooth having the quickest elimination in Rush was not even on my bingo card. I was expecting him to be in there till like the 15th participant. But no, it wasn't. He got eliminated by a character he actually made fun of at one point. Yes, he did make fun of a lot of people's characters as well. So now people are going to say, oh, you said as well. That means you do too. I do if it is a joke character. Like the Cholos, what the Diaz family was back then. If there are characters that are meant to be hated, then yes, we will do that. But that's the whole point. Because if they're heels, the whole point is to be hated, is to be looked at as like dumb and all that. That's their whole gimmick. If there's not a reaction, then there's nothing. You know what I mean? That's why Saudi sucked. Um, but that's where I was like, no. That's the problem. You think you can control other people's characters. Let's be real. No. I didn't think I can control other people's characters. I did what we already obligated everybody and said that we promoted. I am not taking that away from everybody that wanted to watch Rush, wanted to watch these matches, because that would have been the worst decision ever, and it would have been your fault for it. I tried to make this seem non how it is right now. I tried. I genuinely tried. But you kept either stalking, kept attacking, or kept full-on cyberbullying. Shut the fuck up thing. You kept on going at it. To where last night when I was literally have no sleep at all, I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to just end this, nib the bud. Because you don't have proof enough to where it actually works to where on your whole thing. In this case, with the racism thing, I have witnesses that said that, yes, it got cleaned up. Which, yes, it's true. They were all there when this happened. I made sure they were there because, of course, we're going to deal with it. I'm not going to let racism fly. I am Mexican. I have to worry about my life every day now because of everything that's going on. I know racism. I know how that goes. So to say that I'm allowing it really pisses me off. So right now, 100% to you, Smooth, fuck you for saying that I'm allowing that. Fuck you. Now, this one. Talk about superstars being too attached to their characters. You are. Why I say that is because every time they lost, benched, reinvent, repackage, reinvent. You had done it so many times for all your characters. And that is the reason why they kept losing. And I warned you on this. That it was going to make them lose. It was going to make them not come out. But you refused to heed my warning. It is the reason why Jamari lost the world title against Mason Dixon. It's the full reason for that. I warned you on it, but you failed to heed the warning of it, and you kept doing it. So that's the thing. And I want to point out, I treat everybody's character as if they're my own. Because I tried to do something with Jamari. There was a whole point after that bottle smash that you did to him after he jumped at Abyss. There was a whole story that could have been done where Combat Club went for the tag titles against Brotherhood to where Jamari was in the middle. There could have been an opportunity there to where, is he going back to his family and going to comply to his father? Or is he going to say, fuck it, build his own life with this catalyst with Brotherhood? The end game was he was going to say, fuck both of them and go on his own. Do his own thing. That was the whole end game for that story. And Euster said, no, I'm going to do a whole story to where Smooth's going to send him to the ranch. He's going to send him to the ranch to train to be the best competitor ever. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't say the ranch thing because knowing him, since he's doing the racism thing, he's not going to get a Dr. Phil reference. So let me put it at better terms. Yes, that was a Dr. Phil reference. He's going to send him back to the gym to train. Like, then what? What are we supposed to do? I don't have a clear path for these two teams to go against each other because they've never coexisted. That was the best way to do it. And you said no. Instead of pushing your character to the moon on that one, which I was really, really trying to do for you, you said no. And I was like, that would have been the perfect opportunity. But you said no. Another case in point. There was a match with Jamari that he had with an individual. Well, no, I can say the individual's name. Rocky Mikado. That match had high-ass tension. It should have been an ambulance match because then somebody would have been on the shelf and somebody would have gotten updated. That would have been the perfect case of scenario. You said no. You wanted it to be a normal match. And it's like, it's not enough for it. It being a normal match isn't going to be enough fuel for the hatred that these two have shown each other throughout the entire thing that was going on there. Which, no, they kept one-upping each other. It was interesting. It was engaging. It was something you want to see. It's something you want to see them actually tear the living shit out of each other. But you wanted a regular match. Because you hated ambulance matches. I don't like ladder matches. I still do them. I don't like the Hell in a Cell matches. I still do them. I don't like the blood... Well, actually, no, we can't do that one because that one fucks up everything. The Bloodline Rules matches. We still went with it. We did it. Did it fuck up a lot of shit? Yes. We just said it's not canon. You did what I said you did. You failed your characters story-wise. It's the thing you failed to understand. I don't know why you do, but you do. Because you think your characters were top stuff. We look back at the record books. Smooth Marino only has about 3 wins in his entire career of PXT. And I'm talking about one-on-ones. So to say that he was a top-tier competitor honestly was laughable. And honestly, even to a lot of the locker room, they were like, is he really all that top tier? And unfortunately, a lot of them were saying, no. This was from the locker room, by the way. So, again, this is the 3 years of frustration I've had to deal with this whole thing. It's why I'm getting upset. It's why I'm getting the way that I'm getting. Because I tried. I fucking tried to do stuff that would have made his characters be interesting, be engaging, probably would have done something for their careers. But you said no. I care about everybody's characters as best as I can. Because if they show that they care about their characters and they want them to be alive, I will care just as much as them. And I tried. I have tried. When it's people that have been on the show to where they don't do anything and they don't care what happens to their characters, why should I care? Like that's the thing there. Smooth showed that he cared, but at the same time he wouldn't want to do something that jeopardized his characters losing. I'm calling it how it is. So again, to point out, this is me going off of Jamari's characters. I'm getting just as frustrated as I did with Jill at Abyss. This is proof that I do not just care about my characters. I care about everybody's character that they put time into. I give a shit. Why? Because they give a shit. If they give a shit, I am going to give a shit about them. But if they keep on saying no, 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 or I'm going to bench him, I'm going to bench him, I'm going to bench him, it's hard to. It's really fucking hard to. Now, we get to, oh, it's just stats. Yes, they were stats. You got choked out by Arthur or Hulk Hogan wannabe. See, Jill, yes, he got tapped out with this from Smooth Marino. But unfortunately, nobody talks about the match. Why? Because it was like 3 minutes. 3 minutes wasn't that memorable. I'm sorry that for some reason your biggest achievement in the show, and this is the sad part because it sort of means that you were the Miz, was CJ tapping to this. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. My character didn't perform. He didn't give the best match. I said that numerous times too. Like, generally, oh God. I'm getting angry mainly because I wanted that shit to work. I wanted Smooth to beat CJ. I wanted him to beat him more defiantly. I wanted the match to be good. But no, it wasn't. Why? Because the match type wasn't good. He wanted a UFC style match. I was like, okay, we'll give it a shot. I put knockouts on. Guess how long it lasted? Less than what that match was. Yes. So it would not have been that memorable. It would have been even worse. Because see, Jill or Smooth got knocked out just with one finisher, one sig, end of the match. So again, I didn't fail anything. You did. It was your idea for that match. It could have been a simple one-on-one. And honestly, it probably would have been better if it was a simple one-on-one. But no, you wanted to be UFC guy. And yes, that's what everyone called you. But you had a problem with it too. For some reason, you had a problem with it. Oh, God. It's so frustrating because it's like, I tried, man. I generally tried. But I can't fix stupid. I'm sorry. I just can't. I got to call it how it is. I can't fix stupid. And again, this is me getting this way due to his characters. I'm getting passionate about the characters that he did give a shit about because I wanted them to be better. But he never wanted that. This is proof alone that no, I don't just give a shit about my characters. I give a shit about everybody. What kills the mood is what he says here. It's how I feel, but when it's my characters, it kills the mood on your own stream. No, you doing a shoot, you doing a promo through the chat, you doing all this stuff that I have never wanted done in that chat ever. Because every single time I've said to do a promo, it is in the Discord server. You tried doing that. It was a shoot. I don't know what else you want. It was a shoot. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. I did say a lot of stuff to him, and it was lies. Why? Because he was going to get upset about it. So now I'm going to say it. Smooth Marino was never a top star here. Unfortunately, he never was. Did he get the PXT world title? Yes. You want to know what happened afterwards? The only people that his characters were actually good in this show was his daughter and his wife. They were the ones actually doing stuff, actually successfully defending their titles. And no, he's the one that asked for it, by the way, because the game did a cash in. I said I could cancel it. He asked for it. He said, nah, let it run. It did. He lost. Jamori, he felled him because honestly, he had a great version of him. He generally did. He had a great version of him at Olympus, and then he fucked it when he gave him dreads and a whole new moveset. Then Jamori did his father. Did they get the title shot again? Yeah, it's like this, but then stat wise, when you think about it with C. Jill, after this, yeah, he went. But then the Bond thing happened again. Randomizer on this. He went, duh. Won the opportunity for the world title, duh. Got the world title, duh. Defended the world title, duh. It kept going up. It's a stat. It's what happened. I'm not going to fabricate a lie because WWE, yes, they do that with Chris Benoit. I don't do that. It's history. It should be kept intact. If it's something we don't know, we're going to look back into it. And we will try to get the right information. And I say that, try to get the right information because there is over, god damn, maybe hundreds of matches at this point for PXT. Maybe even more than that. Maybe 300. Shit, maybe more than that. Point is, though, I give a shit. Okay? I generally gave a shit about the Marino family. I tried to help the Marino family. But just like I said, I can't fix stupid. That just kept on wanting to bench the character, remake the character, bench the character, remake the character, bench the character, remake the character, bench the character, remake the character. I can't fix that. Again, this just points out that I can get passionate about anybody's character. I got passionate about Smooth's characters because I did give a shit about Jamari. I did give a shit about Smooth Marino because he was about to retire him. I was begging for him not to because Smooth was a great character at the time. Caitlyn, I wanted her. And I tried to work with him as best as possible. I tried to do everything. And I want to point out, he failed his wife on that. His character's wife, his wife's character, he failed that character. Because out of nowhere, she could be talking like a badass. Phone call. Hey, sweetie. Danielle, he just didn't do anything with her, unfortunately. She was a top tier star here, and she didn't ever get back up there. It sucks because honestly, she was one of, if not the best IC women's champions here in PXT. Caitlyn, unfortunately, I can't say was one of the top horsewomen in PXT. Unfortunately, that will always go to Alexia Jimenez, Ava Moreno, now Carnell, and now Emma Reyes. The reason I say now is because they define themselves. They've improved. Caitlyn, unfortunately, just never got up there. She only had one title reign. And even then, she still lost to the likes of Emma. Emma was the first Grand Slam until we made a new title. Um, I'm just laying out again the statistics of what happened. He can say the shots all he wants. Unfortunately, these are the stats and history of PXT. They're not shots, they are stats. If he fails to understand that, then there is no point of me ever talking about this again. So, with this said, this is the official last time I will be talking about it. Um, the PXT wrestling thing will never be associated to me ever again because PXT wrestling was never the name, it was PXT. Him saying that, there's another comment he did say actually down here. Um, Actually, wait, is it on here? Where is it? because there's a comment where he said that the shows that commented on us, or the shows that he got to work with us, um, wanted to work with us, and I never got back to him. Here it is. Then the networks that sponsored us on here were nice enough to reach back out to us, and you couldn't even give them a shout out once on any point in time. I never knew they reached out. I knew about the deal. I never knew they reached out. Why? Because you, sir, failed to inform me. I've reached out to them. I told them about the PXT thing, and I tried to talk it out. Because here's the other thing too. When you were bringing people in, everyone thought you were the boss. That was the other problem. I had to point out, no, I'm the owner, and I'm the one that tried getting this whole thing situated. So already I can tell there was already going to be problems and all that. Oh, apparently there's more. Okay, good. You got yes men who are afraid to tell you what when you're wrong, because when they do, they're either childish or you put them on suspension. Wait, what? When? Whenever I ever put somebody on suspension for a thing, then the whole I'm trying to protect the character shit is bullshit. You're not worried about anyone's character, but your own problem is your the owner. Okay, this doesn't make any sense because I actually don't know who I suspended. I suspended people that actually did wrong, like the individual that did the whole like N-word thing. Twice, by the way, there was two individuals for this, so yeah, we suspended that. Um, I'm generally trying to think what he's talking about because I actually don't know. So again, just trying to fabricate shit now because that I have no idea what that is. 100% with everybody. Um, anyone's character with your own problem is the only owner. Here's the thing. Everybody tells me I'm wrong. Everybody. Rocky says I'm wrong on this. This person says I'm wrong on this. This person says everybody has told me I'm wrong on something. You want what I do? I work with it. I accept it. I work with it. We twist it. That's what I do. So again, to fabricate that I'm over here suspending people out of nowhere willy nilly, it's never happened. I don't know who you're talking. Like if you have the proof, say who. Because right now there is no proof. There is no one that has been suspended because they told me no. No one's gotten suspended for them saying no. Because if that was the case, you would have been fired a long ass time ago. Am I wrong? Just saying. And yeah, no, I always try to swap their characters that everyone gives a shit about. Why am I not going to protect them? Let's see. What else is there? Is there more shit? Oh, you go on a whole tirade? Let's see. Talk about superstars being attacked. Yeah, no, we read that. Talk about the 3 years of bullshit I dealt. Yeah, no, we dealt with that one. Was it more? That was it. Because all I see is just one. All I see is just one thing. That's all I see. Don't see nothing else. Yeah, that's all I see. Oh, um, there's two comments on this. Okay, there you go. Network sponsors reach out as soon as you get. You got yes men. I want to point out you were the most yes men of them all. 100%. Not gonna lie, he was the most yes man of them all. Reason I say that is because anytime I came up, even with a bad idea, he said, "Oh yeah, that could be fire. Oh yeah, that was good," and I didn't go with it. Why? Because even I knew it was a bad idea. What? I know that I'm gonna have yes men. Am I gonna want to listen to these yes men? Honestly, no. But unfortunately, Smooth, you were one of those guys. You did it all the time to a lot of bad ideas. So again, it's really helping your case because as far as I see, this has done nothing for that. Threatening to delete your characters so everyone can praise them like you want them to. So here's the thing. I've never threatened to delete anyone's character. Never, ever, ever, ever. Now, with that said, I've joked around about it with my friends. That's who I joked around about it with. I've never threatened anybody's deletion ever because why is that even going to be a thing? It doesn't make any sense. Like, here's the thing, he's trying to spin it to where I'm power hungry. I'm not. Do I have like ideas of where the direction to go? Yes. But some storylines they don't work. They just don't. So that's what happened. Um, that's what I did with him. I ain't threatened to delete his characters. Ever delete to threaten to delete his characters. Um, the only thing I did was just say like I'm trying to think, but no, there is actually no goddamn uh, recognition of me trying to delete someone's character because we had a disagreement. Um, a lot of the deleting of characters is either because of them not being active, drama, in this case, or other stuff is in this case what happened in PXT one time, walkout because they didn't want to work with a certain individual, and I let that individual go. So there you go. So again, this does not help you in any way, shape, or form. This makes it look even worse for you. And again, even if you see this video on YouTube, you commenting is just proving the whole point of your stalking. Um, so again, I am done talking about this. Smooth, I wish you better luck in your future endeavors. Hopefully you can learn to improve your stories. That's a shot. But I do wish your characters the best endeavors because your characters were great. You were a terrible human being because you lied, you took back your word, and you are not a man, you are a child that started all this because Jamari going against Electrobe again made no damn sense at all if he was going to be the face. Jamari, I mean. That is a shot. Thank you all.